Hi Leo, this is your horoscope for February 2018. Thanks for joining me. Now, the majority of the energy is in your 6th house and in your 7th house. The 6th house has to do with work and everyday routine, and the 7th house is relationships. So you're really going to be focused on working to make your daily life better, to improve your working situation and to transform it so that it suits you. And also you're going to be concerned with your relationships and how you can be of service to people and how you can make that better. If you combine them, so how can I work to be of service to humanity or to people on a whole, that's the best way to use this energy. And if you take that kind of approach to it, you'll make the most progress. On the 1st of February, Mercury, the communication planet, moves into Aquarius in your 7th house of relationships. So you're going to be very able to connect with people, but in a very rational, logical way. And you're really going to be able to communicate well with everybody. And there'll be a sense of the bigger picture here. You know, no petty drama. I'm interested in what I can learn from you, in what we can achieve together to add some value to the world, and what I can teach you. There's no competition. There's no sense of I'm better than you. It's really all about how my relationships function and what relationships are useful to me and which relationships aren't useful to me. So you're automatically here in February going to be doing a little bit of sorting and doing a bit of early spring cleaning, in the sense of if this relationship just takes and is exhausting and it doesn't add anything to my life, you're not going to have as much tolerance for that kind of thing here in February. Now, the other thing about Feb is that we don't have a full moon. We had an amazing blue moon, super moon at the end of January on the 31st. I made a separate video on that. Have a look at that if you're interested. But that means that February is much darker than usual because we don't have this full moon, this big illuminated torch in the sky. And that means that it's less intense emotionally and you have the ability to go inwards. So you have the chance here to ask yourself, you know, my work, is it satisfying or do I need to transform it? And my relationships, am I serving other people? And to really look at what you're doing. You know, if you're gossiping all the time, and if you're pulling people down, or if other people around you are really negative and they're trying to unsettle you, you will see that from an objective point of view without feeling resentful, and then you'll be able to make practical changes in your life to alter those relationships and to alter those circumstances in your working life. From the 7th of February through until the 26th, we've got Mars, the archetypal male principle, sitting in your 5th house in Sagittarius. So that will give you a lot of drive to focus on your romantic relationships and to really make some progress in your love life. So Neptune is the dream planet, the water planet of intuition, and that's in your 8th house. And the combination of those two is really going to make you feel like, what is it that I want in my relationship life? Do I want to improve the existing relationship that I have? Or do I want to improve the relationship that I have with myself? Or if I'm single, do I want to find a new partner? What's my dream when it comes to relationships? Mars will then take that dream, run with it, and will enable you to find creative, practical ways of making that a reality. So you're really blessed here out of all of the signs in terms of having a lot of different areas that you're good at. So the working side of things, and now the personal romantic side of things, where you can really manifest what it is you want. So for you Leos in February, Valentine's Day is Valentine's Day because you're really going to be in touch with this energy of love and romance. On the 11th of February, we've got Venus, the planet of love and beauty, also moving into your 8th house. And the 8th house can be institutions, it can be you versus them, it can be intimate relationships, and it can also be the veil between this world and the next. So it's everything basically that has to do with you in connection with other people. And the fact that you have Venus, the higher octave of Venus, Neptune, love on a personal level and love on a global level, sitting in that 8th house means that you have a lot of love for other people. You see the best in them and you're able to form new relationships. Just make sure that you use that objectivity that you've got with Mercury being in Aquarius, that you don't wear these rose tinted spectacles, and that you don't look past red flags when you see them in others. When you're meeting someone new and they show you something that you don't like, don't say, oh, that's just a blip, and I'm sure we're perfect soulmates for each other and I'll just ignore what I don't like. See it for what it really is, and don't get into anything that you know is going to be unsuitable in the future. On the 15th, this is the big event of the month. We've got the new moon, which is when the moon is totally black. It's not just a new moon though, it's a partial solar eclipse, so it covers part of the sun, so more darkness, more ability to be introspective and to ask yourself what's really important. And that's on the south node of the moon, which is about releasing things. And it's in Aquarius in your 7th house, so it's a releasing selfishness, it's releasing faulty beliefs about yourself, it's releasing anything that prevents you from building a genuine, harmonious, long-term relationship in your life. So if that's something that you've struggled with, if you found that it's difficult to commit, or it's difficult to find someone who's got similar values and beliefs to who you are, or even someone you admire, then you're able to let go of those things within yourself that are faulty and that hold you back. And you can kind of detox from all that emotional negativity, and you can become the person who you want to be. So again, really, really serves you in terms of your relationships, romantic relationships, but relationships in general. The more clear and positive you feel about yourself, that's going to be reflected in your relationships, because what you put out, you get back. So if you love yourself more, other people are going to love you back. On the 18th of February, we've got Mercury, the communication planet, going into Pisces, and that sees you through for the rest of the month. So now here from the 18th onwards, you're really, really self-sacrificing, really loving, and this is when the rose-tinted spectacles do come on. So if you're dating and if you're in relationships and things like that, make sure that you kind of hold on to reason a little bit, and that you especially are careful not to dismiss the red flags. And also, if you're in a relationship, make sure that you're not people-pleasing, or that you're just giving and not getting anything back. Make sure that there's some balance there. So that's what I get for you in February. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. Please remember to subscribe to this channel, and I'll speak to you next month.